Hello all 700 of you, I'm Redkwan, also known as the guy who's recording his videos more and more in advance, which makes his intro subscriber count thing look more and more dumb. You wanna know another fun fact about Redkwan? Not really? Well, too bad. I actually beat Super Mario Galaxy yesterday, and I'd played Mario Galaxy 2 through a while back, but I hadn't beaten 1 until now. And after completely destroying the Galaxy games, getting less than 80 game overs in fact, I think I'm now qualified to talk about a possible Super Mario Galaxy 3. I'm not sure if that's how it works. There are a lot of fans of the Super Mario Galaxy games, and ever since there was a Mario Galaxy 2, people have been wondering and hoping for a Mario Galaxy 3. But after the Wii U's Mario game was Super Mario 3D World, and the Switch's, at least the only one for now, was Super Mario Odyssey, is Super Mario Galaxy 3 still possible? I think Nintendo knows that Mario Galaxy 3 would be a really big deal. Mario Odyssey, if it hasn't already, will probably become the best-selling 3D Mario game ever. But the original Galaxy held that title for the past decade or so, and Galaxy 2 also sold very well. It's not that they sold significantly better than the other 3D Mario games, but they were still quite successful. And in addition to them selling well, the Galaxy games are real fan favorites. Galaxies 1 and 2 were some of the best reviewed games Nintendo has ever made, and a lot of Mario fans absolutely adore the style. It combines a lot of the great elements from both sides of 3D Mario. It has the full 3D landscapes and freedom of movement, as well as the unique and varied objectives from the open style of Mario games, while also having the wider variety of creative level concepts and more manageable level design that the more linear Marios are able to utilize. With that combination, the Mario Galaxy games can be enjoyed by both groups of Mario fans, and would be very exciting to that large group of people. And because of its broad appeal, it would make sense that a Mario Galaxy 3 would probably do at least as good, and maybe better than the other two types of Mario games could do. So if Nintendo would seemingly have quite the success on their hands with a Super Mario Galaxy 3, does that mean it will probably happen? Well, not exactly. Because while I do believe there are two types of Mario fans, and a Mario Galaxy 3 would probably be a good balance between the two styles, better than say Odyssey 2 would, I think the second one is a lot more likely. The Galaxy games did really well, but as I mentioned earlier, Odyssey is selling better than any other 3D Mario game to date. Maybe part of that is the Switch doing better as a system, but the Galaxy games are on the Wii, so I wouldn't expect that to be too much of an advantage for a game like Mario. And there's also the fans. Yes, I know I've been talking about how Galaxy 3 would please pretty much everyone, in both the Open Mario and Linear Mario camps, but while both groups would likely be happy to get a Mario Galaxy 3, the Open Mario group, which currently seems to be the larger and more outspoken one, would probably be a whole lot more excited about another Odyssey style of game. So while Galaxy 3 is a good balance, it might not actually do better than a more open type of game, with a lot more excitement from some Mario fans, and still a good chance of a purchase from the others, if Nintendo made a sequel to Odyssey instead. And I'm, sadly, not even done, because another open Mario game is a lot more marketable too. Sure, it would be pretty easy to push a new Mario Galaxy game, but a huge open Mario adventure game would certainly be able to generate a lot more excitement. People just get more excited about bigger and more open games, and I'm sure Super Mario Odyssey 2 would build more anticipation than a Galaxy 3, even if it appeals to both groups and would be the return of such a beloved Mario style. But maybe more important than any of those reasons is the fact that I don't really see Nintendo going back to Galaxy. I know they did really well, and I know they were really good, but Nintendo isn't a company to stick to one idea for too long. And especially with Mario, Nintendo likes to try new concepts and keep things interesting. The fact that Nintendo even made a second Galaxy game is sort of an anomaly. I don't think Nintendo would do a third Mario game in the Galaxy style, just because they probably feel like they've done all they wanted to do with the idea. It was fun, people really liked it, and they got some cool ideas out of it. But that's it. That's where it ends. Nintendo wants to explore different ideas with the series, and go do something unique again. So where does that put Super Mario Galaxy 3? I'm not saying a Mario Galaxy 3 is impossible, and I think a lot of people would really appreciate it if it did happen, but I just don't see it. Between the success of Odyssey and its ability to generate anticipation and feel more exciting, as well as the fact that Nintendo has seemingly done everything they set out to do with the Mario Galaxy concept and exhausted its usefulness, I think Super Mario Galaxy 3 is pretty darn unlikely. Feel free to hold out hope. I think it'd be cool to see too, but at this point I just don't see it. Although with my luck, Nintendo will probably announce they're making a Mario Galaxy 3 in some surprise direct right before I put this video out, and I'll look like a complete fool. But you know what? I'll believe it when I see pigs fly, and Sega announces they're going to be making a Dreamcast 2. Sega has announced a Dreamcast 2. with Sonic and the Air Hog available at launch. Well, that was sure untimely. Well, I'm Redkwan. How do you feel about Mario Galaxy 3? Do you think it'll happen, or do you think another type of Mario, maybe a sequel to Odyssey, is more likely? How do you feel about Sega's announcement for the Dreamcast 2? I was pretty darn surprised when I heard that they were actually making it, and it wasn't just something I was saying in this video as a pretty terrible joke. Although that new Sonic game with the flying pigs looks pretty garbage, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I'm Redkwan, thank you all for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all later. Goodbye.